Okay. Where were you when I said I need you? All right, let me see if we are live. 5 million. Nothing big. Peloton Mattel. Interesting. All right, let me see if I have the screen now. Screen share. I think I do. I think I do. That's $5 million Facebook bet. Do I want to take it? It's June. Blah. If it wasn't June, I'd probably take it. That's some weeklies. Eh. Facebook weeklies. How much are you, my love? 620. Well, Lance, it's like 1%. Wow. I am not buying $6 weekly options. I'm sorry. I cannot do that. I mean, I can, I just don't want to. All right, let's get into the chat. I think we are live now. All right, we are. Ivan, howdy. Kay, hi. We are live. Good. Live in the chat. But yeah, that's a pretty big meta bet. Meta. It's 5.5 million for the June 605 calls for a cool $25 a contract. So basically, they're saying Facebook moves 10% would be $60. So the break even would be 630. I mean, Facebook can move 5% between now and June. Probably that's. I don't think that's crazy. Apple Lovin is a Citron. I'll show y'all here. Apple Lovin is Muddy Waters. Apple Lovin, it's Muddy Waters buying puts pre-earnings. Again, they keep talking how the company's a fraud and such like that. They were right. It took them last time. They caught the crash, but it took them like a week for Apple Lovin to move lower. But it did end up working. It just took them like a couple weeks to finally crash the stock. Google calls? No, not for me. I'm not gonna lie, gang. I have been very boring the past few sessions. And it's not because I want to be, it's just I really don't like anything, to be fair. You know, I lost money in Disney yesterday or today, $500. I lost money on AMD, $500. I made money in Foxa. So I guess Foxa went up with Disney. I'm just not really pushing any size. Like, I'm doing 2 lots. The only position I have any size on is run for earnings. I have 30 contracts at $8. What's that? Or at 80 cents. So that's what? $2,400. That's it. I mean, even that, it's not, it's like a very small portion of my book. So I don't really care for anything right now. Like I'm willing to push $2,400 in that one because it's cheap options on a solar name that could crash. I mean, it could pop 30% tomorrow and I lose $2,400. But besides that, I mean, everything I'm doing is small ball, like 1 lots, 2 lots. I really just don't care for anything right now. Peloton weekly 6.5 calls. I mean, maybe. Not even that. And you can see from the order flow, there's really no, I mean, Facebook, this is a decent size position, 5.5 million, but it's all the way out in June. I don't know. I just don't want to, I don't really see any big paper come in or good paper that's option flow. So I'm not really, pushing any weight right now. I feel like I'm at McDonald's ordering off the dollar menu. Instead of, pushing. I did close out some more SQQ today. That hedge has worked out pretty well. SQQ is inverse the NASDAQ. So NASDAQ move lower, it moves higher. Yeah, I still have some lift puts. I got a lot of emails. I thought we only did that as a bonus trade. So I didn't know people were asking about it. But yeah, I try to buy some more lift puts today. I've been scaling in and out. When it goes down, I sell. When it goes up, I buy. But even that is not a big position. So I really just don't care to push anything here. I've just been trading so small. I mean, you have Google down 8% today. I don't know how the market's not down a lot more. Market should be down a ton. But it's not. So Fox News was good. Foxa. I didn't even know. They have earnings later. Those calls really moved. I was like, damn. Foxa. Fox News. ALB, some cheap 57 puts. I mean, you know what I really want? I really want something. 100K. I just want something to either go up like 20, 30% or down. Look how wide these are. 50 cents wide. Can't trade them. I want something to go up a ton or go down a ton. I think that's the only thing that's gonna, like that Palantir trade we did. It's up 28%, but it's so boring. It like I don't really have anything where I'm excited about in the markets. So I feel like a Debbie Downer. You made 30% in lift. Good work. Yeah, I saw that KVG. I actually like that name. It's a honey badger. And I think we had, was it VG? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, that May 10 call buyer. Was it the first time they bought them? No, they bought them a couple different times, huh? April 16th. That was what, here? Yeah, so they've been scaling in that little stock. Yeah. I mean, 15,000 contracts at 40 cents. Like, that's the kind of stuff I like. Is it a high probability trade? No. But if you wake up and the stock's up, let's say $11, you buy them at 40 cents, you sell them at minimum $1. So you probably triple your money. Stuff like that, I don't mind. Just you can't baby it. If it goes to zero or if it goes down to a nickel, you just kiss that money goodbye. But yeah, I like that trade. Do I have VG on my watch list? Let me add it. I don't know if I do. But yeah, like stuff like that. What does it get? Earnings? Gets earnings on May 13th. Yeah, so stuff like that I like. Let me just do one so I remember to do it. Pre-earnings. Sometimes I gotta buy a contract just so I remember to look at it when I look at my book. So I remember to trade it ahead of earnings. It's like that one. I'll probably do maybe like a 20 lot ahead of earnings. So that's $800. And if it goes up a ton, great. If it goes down, no biggie. But besides you're not seeing like paper and remember the days you see like Amazon, Microsoft, nonstop, Nvidia, nothing. You're not seeing any of that stuff anymore. And there's just really no commitment of capital to the market. Like Intel had an invest or analyst day, stock didn't even move. Like, how do you expect to make money? Yeah, I saw that Google, and then there was some Apple had some slowdown in their search. If you want to look for red flags of the market, what does Apple look like? Apple, I saw word is going around. Apple is, really lagging in AI. What happens if Apple retests the lows? It could be one big H cell pattern. What does that mean for the market? A pretty scary picture. So, you have names like this is what makes the market hard. You have names like Apple and Google, which are doing horrible. And then you have other FANG stocks like Netflix, vertical, Microsoft, vertical, Facebook, vertical. Well, not vertical, but had that 600 level on earnings. So it makes it hard because you have your market heavyweights. Some are horribly bearish, others are pretty bullish. So ideally, what you could do, what I've been doing, and so far the results have been mid, pun intended, is I've just been buying mid cap stocks. So MDY, JHMM, or you could do value, IVV. They're less volatile, but they're kind of boring, but they're not as dependent on the FANGs. So I've been buying those and then small caps. Again, not really seeing much as a result, but I have been doing that with my own money. But again, nothing too sexy about it, to be fair. The S&P just rallied 40 points. Wow, Facebook just rallied 5 points. Maybe I should have bought those weeklies. Wow, so the S&P just rallied 40 points out of the blue. Well, huh. If you, yeah, so Trump to rescind global chip curbs amid AI restrictions. Well, that Facebook call buyer, damn. Maybe $6 was cheap because now they're $10. Wow, those Facebook calls are now $10.50. Well, that's 50% in a couple minutes. Well, if you did the 4 p.m. payout today, you're going to be saved by the bell with a 55-point rally in the S&P here. So you got bailed out. Nvidia just popped $4 here on that news. Oh, hey, you got a get out of jail free card. Yeah. Q's just rallied 6 points. Look at that in the Q's. Good thing we sold some the SQQ. Q. And this is what I mean. I mean, this is prime what I'm talking about. You know, you just have market does nothing all day. Then you got, you know, Fed news and then vertical. Okay. Stock market is interesting. You know, we went from a -1,000 tick to a plus 1,400 tick in 5 minutes. You know, pretty wild. But yeah, so here's my if you want to roll the dice. Again, the only position I have size on is run. So I'll give you a little breakdown. Again, you do what you want. I can only talk my book. Oh, I sold some run calls. Wow. Or not run, Cliff. Damn, what happened in Cliff here? If you want to sell some Cliff calls from the option pit, you can here. Try 40. If you're in the option pit, those Cliff calls, you want to trim some from, I think, what was it, 32 or 33, 35? I just got tagged on 39. Probably get 40 for some. What, Cliff just pop here? Not really, but okay. Some Babita calls, Baba. But yeah, the only position I have like 500 bucks of risk in Carvana puts. Carvana puts like 500 and Cliff calls like 800 and Lyft puts, and then about 2,500 and run puts. So again, you know, pretty small for me. Pretty small ball. Yeah, well, you're gonna get paid. Oh, TKO, I'm just using that to take stock. So I got enough cash to take 100 shares of stock. But yeah, I'm just holding my one lot of TKO. It's up 140%. They report on tomorrow afternoon. But yeah, win, lose, or draw. I'm either going to take shares at 160 or I'm going to, if it goes down on earnings, I'm just going to load up. And I'll probably have my whole book in TKO again. Well, no, I shouldn't say my whole book. I'll have this account all in TKO. I'll probably have maybe like 40,000. You know, TKO is my favorite, obviously. It is my everything. The secret to trading TKO or investing in wrestling is when it goes down, you buy it. When it goes up, you don't look at it. And when it goes down, you try to buy more. That's the secret to TKO. You know, the stock's up 20% year to date. Pretty good. All right, well, market popped, then came down. Kind of a nothing day. I'm curious how the market reacts tomorrow, post-Fed. if it does anything. Man, this is the third day in a row to where the market opened and closed at the same level. You can't, I mean, this was the only day there was an outlier. It was Friday. But look at this. The past 5 sessions, the market has been break even. Pretty wild, huh? So selling premium has been the way to win. So if you did the trade today, you're going to be at 100% max profit. As long, I think, what was it this morning? 5,600. You got about 22-point cushion. Yeah. Unless we drop 22 points in the last 10 minutes. Kind of like, what was it yesterday we did? Excuse me. Yeah, nice little, uh-oh. Oh, the manipulation is occurring. Good Lord. Oh my God. Is this the most craziest thing? I cannot remember the last time I saw 50-point swings in the market just off Trump news. 50 points higher, 55 to where are we at now? 50 points lower. 45 to be exact. I mean, it is insane. Wow. Right to back where we started. Yeah, right to where we started. The whole market. That's why I say, if you're trading that 4 p.m. strategy, don't look at the market. Do not look at it. Go off to lunch, run errands, go get Botox, like I got for my mom. Go to the spa, go to the gym, go to Tractor Supply. I mean, just don't be on the computer. Don't look at it all day. Because if you do, you'll go crazy. Not crazy, but you'll be like, what in the world is happening? Because every few minutes it's something different. All right. Anything really moving? Tiva had a nice day. Hims and hers, a little day 2. Bitdeer. That Bitdeer stock's been on a nice little move. VG. Yeah. Netflix. The airliners have been good too. Airliners have been rallying because of the drop in crude. But those airliners are starting to take off. Netflix again, American, Delta, AAL, JetBlue. All those airliners have been good because of the downtick in crude oil. And right back up. So again, really the only thing I'm have any position is Sunrun. That's it. That's it. Is a solar stock. Ooh. That's it. So what are they now? 80 times 30. I say that I have position size and it's really 2,400. Oh man. But I think that is it. Look, yeah, we are literally going to close right to where we open for the third day in a row. We opened here. This was the equity open. So we're 10 points from it. So yeah, maybe we should have done the trade today. I should have at least done the couple contracts. We would have been down. We hit the open 595 and then went straight up and then up. Not a bad day. All right, we got some more NVIDIA. A little late because NVIDIA already moved. So don't want to buy NVIDIA calls now. And I think, let me make sure we don't have any earnings out the blue. Anything good that we missed? Did I miss any good earnings? Turn that light off. How's our Palantir? Oh, this is I thought it was an earnings calendar. Palantir is doing nothing. Run is a call? No. Oh, Peloton has earnings tomorrow. Why, thank you. No. If you are wondering what position, make sure you get the news flow scanner or the penny option scanner. Peloton, the 6.5 calls. Okay, I see Peloton now. We saw some October 4 calls at the end of April and some Jan 6 calls. Yeah, you might be tempting me. Oxy? No. Unless there's any flow in it. I really only trade paper option flow. Peloton, what do they do? The weeklies? Weekly 6.5s are 62 by 91. That's a little wrong. So you would have to do the 7 calls. They're 51 by 54. The implied move is $1. So, I mean, it could squeeze. What happened last quarter? The stock went from 7.5 to, let's say, 9. Not bad. Gap up. It's gapped up 3 quarters in a row. If we do the 7 calls at 55 cents, your break even 7.5. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. What's the short float in Peloton? I don't hate it. But no, run is a put. Bearish. Bearish on a solar. Solar scams. So obviously bearish. Peloton has about a 20% short float. That's pretty good. I don't know why. I just want something to crash. I don't think the risk versus reward is worth it. Let's say Peloton goes from 7 to 8. 7, the implied move is $1, so it goes to $8. You buy the 7 calls, you sell them at $1, so you double your money. It's not bad. It's not great either. If it goes to 8.5, you triple your money. What's the max Peloton can run? It could run to 9. I think this was the unexpected earnings. I mean, it could. I'm just not super thrilled with it. I just wish there was some bigger paper in it. I guess you could do, no, I don't want to do a spread. Yeah, I don't mind the 7 calls. I'm not going to take them though. I already have too many earnings. But for 50 cents, I don't hate them. I just want some stocks to move. That's all. Some big movers. That's it. But yeah, the 4 p.m. trade worked again. That's what, 10 in a row? Maybe more. Yeah. No, I don't go out to June options. They were 25 bucks. But if you did the weekly options, they went up 50% already. They went up 50% in 5 minutes. So I would already obviously be out of those. But yeah, CCJ. Oh, did it? I didn't see that. Wow, CCJ's ripping again. Oh, wow. Look, they bought more wolf calls. CCJ with a day 2. Oh, and there's the bell. Wow, that's CCJ buyer from yesterday. What did you make? 40% in it? That CCJ buyer has been spot on. I mean, the stock's up like 8% in 2 days. You know, uranium is the low key. Yeah, the weeklies are up 150. Next week's are up about 66 to 80%. Yeah, I mean, shoot, that's the play is uranium. All right, let's see if we have anything coming out right now. Oh, good job on XXP. Hey, small wins are a way to go. I dig it. I dig it. I like it. Do we have anything after the bell that's worth looking at? Anything after the bell? Cato's? Oh, I haven't seen that one in a while. Let me look it up. Turn on after hours. Cato's defense. I don't think it's trading yet. It's traded 1,000 contracts or 1,000 shares. Let's see what else we get. ARM. ARM. I don't think they're out yet. I think ARM moved with the semiconductor news right here. ASST. Oh, wow. Asset intensities. What was this? A penny stock pump, I assume. Was this a newsletter penny stock or do they have news? Because it moved at the pre-market. They must have had news. Is Peloton after the bell? Before the open. Boring. Peloton's tomorrow morning. Oxy, do they report? Yeah, Oxy, the energy stocks usually move not on earnings, but usually with the price of the commodity. See, you won't usually have anything in the energy stocks. Uh-oh, is Run running? No. Are they out yet? No, it's up 20 cents. I don't think they're out yet. Up 5 cents. I don't think earnings are out. On these high beta stocks, they'll trade after hours, but you really need like the implied move in these stocks are like 10, 15, 20%. So when you see them like move a couple pennies, it's not the earnings event. Anything else? Peloton's tomorrow. Carvana, are you today? No. Cliff, are you after the bell or tomorrow? Tomorrow. Or the conference calls tomorrow. It's weird. What else do we have? ASST. What did the stock have? Was it a penny stock news or no? Strive Asset Management to combine asset entities. Oh, it's a what, a merger? Hmm. Interesting. But yeah, very boring day. Boring's not bad though. If you sell premium, not bad at all. Google Google had some news today. That's why the stock took the big tank. But if you told me Google was down 7%, I would say the Nasdaq would be down at least 2%. And Google is and what was the Nasdaq up? 0.5%, and Google was down 7%. So the market is not making sense right now. There's no it's kind of clueless. But I should have, obviously looking back, I should have just traded the Fed day. It would have been another winner. But I didn't walk through, but I didn't actually put it on today myself. Oh, well, I think that might be it. You did bet Meta. Meta's good. You did $300. Good. Chip stocks had news. Good job on SPX, XXP. Meta? Oh yeah. Meta had the what was it? June 605. I believe they paid $25.50 for those. ARM is out with earnings. And it is down 10. I mean, that's a pretty light move for ARM. What was the implied move? 10. Yeah, so not much. Not even down $10. It's pretty light. So I don't think that will affect the semis at all tomorrow. Cato's is out, and it is not trading. ARM beat top and bottom, but they lowered guidance. Down a little bit. Not much. That wolf stock, this is the second day in a row they've hit the wolf. The WOLF. Wolf speed. Earnings are tomorrow after the bell. If they buy some size in wolf, might be one to consider. Because we saw yesterday the end of May 30th, 4.5 calls. That was yesterday. Marvel. Yeah, Marvel was down a lot, and I bet you it popped. Yeah, right at the close. Zillow is out, and it is not trading, I don't think. And maybe a little bit lower. Fortinet is down $7. Again, pretty light. Implied move was a little over 9. Nothing really moving here. Wow. Pretty light day in the markets. Yeah. Pretty light. All right. I think we're going to wrap it up here. I wish I could say there'd be a lot more fun today, but I mean, we really did nothing all day. A good day to get away from the computer, in my opinion, because you didn't really have much. It just basically closed out some longs. Foxa. How did LPX do? Down today. Some SQQ. Nothing crazy. TKO is tomorrow. We'll look at that one. What did Tesla ended up? Flat. And when had earnings? Flat. But uranium stocks went. CCJ, what was that one? UUU, the four U's, UEC, uranium energy. Some of these stocks had decent moves. ARM now down about 10. I don't think it will affect the chips though. Yeah, Nvidia's not even moving. You should be fine. All right. Where's the chat? Melly? Ooh, Melly, the Brazilian stock. Wow. That's a big move for Melly. Yeah, Melly's up. Melly's Brazil. Wow. I mean, this is why it's so hard to bet against the market. Look at, I mean, this stock reminds me of Netflix. It's up 10% after hours. It's, I don't know if the market will ever go down, especially after that Meta, that Facebook buyer today. I mean, that's some decent size, 5.5 million. Maybe we just continue to squeeze up. Because even Powell today, the market really didn't even sell off with him. So we'll see. We'll be back tomorrow, gang. Not a very eventful day, but still solid. Hopefully we get a little bit more action tomorrow. That's my hope. Because if not, it might be like this again. But hopefully now that the Fed is over, we actually start seeing some momentum and maybe start seeing some big option flow kick up